What is going on, guys, and welcome back once again to my Manchester United career on FIFA 13. We are getting so close now to the end of the season. The January transfer window has been shut for a while, and we are now in February. And we are kicking things off with a game against Tottenham Hotspurs with only 13 games remaining of the season. That is the league table, still very tight at the top between us and Chelsea. There is my start 11 to Stegen in goal, Van Rijn, Hummels, Smalling, Butner, Valencia, Cleverley, Ericsson was looking tired, Ozil, Nani, Cristiano Ronaldo and Robert Lewandowski started this game instead of Wayne Rooney. So 20 or so minutes into the game, it's a very positive start, very good movement from the team, and Ronaldo there with a bit of skill, dragging the ball away from the defender's foot, and he pulls the trigger from outside the box, beating Lloris and making it 1-0 to United in the 26th minute. When playing a team like Tottenham, you have to be at the top of your game. You have to be very, very sharp and very aware, because if you just sit back and let them come and invite them into your box, they will definitely take that opportunity. And you have to get out there and score those goals, those early goals, which I did in this game. At half-time, it was 1-0 to United. It was looking good. All we had to do for the second half was keep up our performance and hopefully score a couple of more goals. And I was hoping to do that with the additions of Van Persie, Wayne Rooney and Gareth Bale. Look at Lloris, how he comes out of goal, keeping his eye on the ball the whole time and barges into Van Persie. I thought it was going to be a penalty, but no, they got a free kick out of it. Ozil finding Van Persie, who was making the run. Thought he was going to be offside for a split second, and Van Persie decimates Lloris, making him look bad with a wonderful chip, and the defenders, they just watch the ball roll across the line as he makes it 2-0 to United in the 82nd minute, which pretty much wrapped up the game. We was going to walk away with those 3 points and the win, of course. With just 5 minutes remaining of the game, we got a free kick 22 yards out the box, and Van Persie stepped up to take, and it was so close to going in. I was lucky for 3. I wanted that third goal, and I sure as hell was going to get it. I was going to make a statement here at White Hart Lane. Defender got a touch on the ball, but Valencia held on to it, and he found the head of Gareth Bale, of all people, to score in the 90th minute. Tottenham fans, their hearts are going to be broken after that one. 3 goals was enough to see off Tottenham, and we walk out of White Hart Lane with our heads held high, and also with those 3 points. We wasn't about to lie down for Chelsea to get into that position where they can go ahead and win the Premier League. We was going to continue with the pressure, and we go top, as you can see there, by 1 point. Chelsea had a game in hand because, as you can see, they was in the Capital One Cup the day after against Man City, and it looks as though they beat City. At least we can say that we lost to the winners, even though the cup wasn't significant to our season. And then we get drawn against Arsenal in the FA Cup quarter-final. Why do we always get the harder teams when Chelsea gets someone like Swansea? We move on to our next fixture, United versus Bolton, kind of a small rivalry going on here, both are Manchester teams. And I was ready for this game. I knew we had to win. It was a big game because, as you can see here by the league table, Chelsea won their game in hand after winning the Capital One Cup, which meant they went top again by 2 points. And there's not many games left. I mean, they have the advantage here, Chelsea. As I said in previous videos, if this was to continue to the very last day of the season, Chelsea have got the Premier League in the bag. Easily done. That was my starting 11, starting Van Persie instead of Rooney this time. See if we could get him on the score sheet. Bolton, they was just all over us for the first half. And as you just saw in the top corner there, Chelsea went 1-0 up against Swansea. And it wasn't looking good for us because Bolton kept pressurising us, pushing us back. They had numerous chances, and I think this injury to Lee, which resulted in him having to come off, was a huge hiccup in the Bolton manager's plans. But I was totally wrong. It seemed as though that loss of Lee made Bolton stronger. Sordell, they just worked through our defence. They broke through, and he broke the deadlock. And at half-time, it was 1-0 to Bolton. It certainly wasn't looking any good for us because we was just diabolical. We was really bad in the first half, or I was playing the game. And look at the score there to Chelsea. 5-0 against Swansea, just showing their dominance. And I thought that was going to be a penalty to Ronaldo. He went down in the box. Bolton, they wanted the second goal. They was going to go for it. Look at my players falling over each other. And it's just a good job we had to Stegen in goal, keeping us in the game. But it just wasn't enough to see Bolton off or get a draw out of that game. And they picked up the win and the 3 points. And Chelsea, as you can see, now go 5 points top. That was a huge fixture to lose. because all Chelsea have to do now is continue to keep winning every single game left of the season, and they've took the trophy off us. Simple as that. We just have to put that loss against Bolton behind us. I know it's going to be difficult now to try and win every single game because fitness is going to be an issue where players are going to start getting tired, and I know that we're still in the Champions League, so that's even more games where I'm going to be needing my best players. So it's going to be incredibly difficult for United. So on to our next fixture. It was against Arsenal in the FA Cup quarterfinals. We was playing at the Emirates. We was playing much better. We was putting in a better performance than we did against Bolton. The team looked fresh. We did score that goal early on in the game, but unfortunately it was offside as always. Only just though. We get this corner. What a save from Szczesny, safe hands, and then we get another corner. Van Persie takes again, and Chris Smalling, danger man in the box, taking over from Hummels, who by the way was out due to lack of fitness. And look at that ball as well from Phil Jones, it just went straight through the defence. Just a shame we didn't get a goal there. And Szczesny again, he was on form, and at half time it was still 0-0. It was a good game. I was really enjoying this one. Santi Cazorla with a free kick, very close to going in, and to Stegen sticking his arm out and saying no, it's not going in just yet. You're not going to pick up a goal here. And Szczesny again on form. He was totally unbeatable. But we had to break the deadlock sooner or later, and Cristiano Ronaldo did. 69th minute, making it 1-0 to United, and what a goal. It was like a shotgun blast right into the top corner. Not even the world's best goalkeeper would have saved that. It was just the force and the brutality in which Ronaldo struck the ball with his right foot.
They don't keep those out. Touch the crossbar on its way in.
So after making it 1-0, I wanted to get a second goal, get into that comfortable position. Van Persie with a finesse shot there, bounces off the crossbar, rebounds to Rooney, who goes for a shot. Defender blocks it. It's absolute chaos. Van Persie gets a second time shot, hits the crossbar again. What is going on here? Why is it not 2-0? He was just denied. Arsenal almost made it through there. Walcott skipping past our defender in that sliding tackle. Sigh of relief. The final whistle was blown. Manchester United beat Arsenal, but only by 1 goal. But that meant we was going through to the semi of the FA Cup, and we was going to Wembley. So here is the tournament tree. As you can see, Chelsea beat Swansea 2-0, so they're in the semis. So I bet you we have to face them. Sunderland are in the semis as well after beating Leicester, and I do believe that Man City are in the semis after beating Newcastle on penalties. As I said before the Arsenal game, fitness is going to become a big issue because we're still in the FA Cup, we're still in the Champions League, and we're still fighting for that top spot in the Premier League. We was just a couple of days removed from that fixture against Arsenal in the FA Cup, and some of our players were looking really tired. Even though they're starting here like Ronaldo and Bale and Ozil, they was just running on fumes pretty much. Looking at the calendar, I knew we was playing the Champions League fixture on the Tuesday, and our next fixture after that was on the Sunday against Everton. So we had plenty of time to actually get the players fit. And look at that for a wonderful set piece. Lewandowski swinging it in, finding the head of Ronaldo. Making it 1-0 to United and 2-1 on aggregate because the first leg ended 1-1. And look at this for a wonderful movement from United, passing the ball around. And Nani just saw that green grass. He kept running, pulling away from the defenders. Finesse shot, bottom corner. What a goal, what a peach of a goal. 16th minute in as well. And we was just pulling our weight in the Champions League once again. I'm really confident that this team that I've built up can go ahead and win the Champions League. Bring it back to Old Trafford where it belongs with performances like this. And at half time it was 2-0 to United and 3-1 on aggregate. We was running away from Galatasaray. In the second half, I took Lewandowski, Ozil and Nani off of Valencia, Eriksson and Wayne Rooney. I wanted more goals. I wanted to finish this game and get through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Look at Valencia here, loads of space. And he just brings the ball into the box, crosses it into Rooney, who was totally unmarked. Defender just peeled away from him for some reason. And Rooney just hits it on the volley, making it 3-0 to United. That was definitely one of the better performances this season from my United team. Absolutely amazing. And we go ahead and we beat Galatasaray 3-0. It's done deal. We've booked ourselves into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We beat them 4-1 on aggregate. What a thrashing. Here is the draw for the Champions League quarterfinals, and we've been drawn against Dortmund. We will play them home and away. It's going to be a great fixture, that one, because Neymar will be returning to play against some of his old teammates. Guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. I will see you soon. Peace out.